Hey y'all, welcome in. Just clearing some cards for us to use. All right, we're going to be using clarifying life situations, and we're going to be working with an Akashic deck. All right, so we're going to be focusing on 6 different life areas, and we'll get some advice for each of the 6, and then we'll further clarify with this deck. All right, so if you don't know what the Akashic records are, they're an energetic database. It contains all the information about the universe. Every soul has its own record, which holds information about soul gifts and the chosen life experiences. It also holds your karma, which is the energy of choices made in past lives, or this one that maybe didn't align with you, so that you are repeating something that you will now balance out through your new empowered action. So a bit of that plays out here. This makes the Akashic record like one of your primary sources of your soul's truth, which can sometimes feel a bit hidden. But I think it's due to like negative thoughts and triggers and child conditioning, even our programming and trauma. So if you're feeling a bit stuck or overwhelmed and unsure of the reasons, sometimes this could help bring some light to things. So let's see what we get. All right, we're going to ask the angels, saints, ancestors, and spirit guides into our space to provide love and divine messages for our highest and greatest good. We're surrounded in divine white light and love. So it is, and so it will be. Thank you. All right. Thank you. We need more space. Okay, so I need to find the 6 life areas. We have personal and spiritual growth. We have health and wellness. Okay, we have friends and family. We have money and investments. Pick it up, sister, pick it up. Sorry, guys. Romance and partnerships. And then we have career and business. I wanted to share with you guys like a prayer and invocation, right? When you're looking to get information from your Akashic record, which everybody has access to do. And you can use any kind of divination tool, or you can just sit and receive the messaging, and your spiritual team will find out a way to send messages and things like that for you to decode, okay? But you have to be open to it. It may not always come in the way you think it's going to come. So it's like, you know, releasing any kind of expectations on how you might receive your spirit communication if you're looking to connect. And so what I wanted to say is that I have something that you guys can write down and recite when you're wanting to get information regarding your own Akashic records. And so it goes like this. I invite my Akashic guides to reveal my soul's truth at all times, to provide loving guidance and wisdom for my highest good. And so it is. All right, so I thought that was a nice tidbit to share. All right, so let's get some messages regarding these different areas of life. What does our channel need to know? All right, let's do it. Starting with personal and spiritual growth. This would be the current energy. Okay, and it says honor yourself. Recognize the hard work you've put in to get where you are today. Instead of thinking how far you still have to go, remind yourself of all that you've accomplished and be proud. Nice. Go team. Go. All right. Health and wellness. The card is shame. You've carried this burden far too long. It's time to release the guilt you've placed on yourself and start a new chapter in your life. Set a new goal and begin taking action towards happiness. This could have something to do with your health and wellness. Okay. Next is life area, friends and family. Pause. A much needed timeout is in order. You've worked hard and dedicated a lot of time and energy. Take a break and reflect on all of your accomplishments because you deserve it. Wow. Time to enjoy life. Okay. This is like you doing a timeout. All right. Next area is career and business. Career and business. Oh, it says victim mindset. You feel the world is against you, and this will only cause you to attract more negative results. Stop the blame and take responsibility for your own happiness. Only then will abundance start to flow. Wow. All right. Next is money and investments. Gratitude. There's always something to be grateful for, even in the darkest of situations. Now is the time to recognize what is going well in your life and what you are thankful for. Wow. You've made wise investments. And then we have for the romantic, this also is money and investments, strategy and planning. Your actions have taken you to a new phase in your spiritual evolution. Now is the time to plan and strategize for the highest possible outcome. All right. And then let's get one for the romance and partnerships. Romance and partnerships. Oopsie. Okay. There's one there that we're going to get out. Hang on a second. Okay. See it through. You don't always finish what you start and then talk badly to yourself because of it. Break the karmic pattern by seeing a project through to the end and then be proud of what you've accomplished. Okay, so this could have something to do with partnerships. All right, so I would like to go back around and ask in the different areas, you know, because this is representing like the current energy. So what would be necessary to, like, what would help bring in the highest and greatest good outcome, right, regarding these? So we're going to get more, okay? One sec. Give us some space here. All right. All right, so we're going to use the clarifying situations deck for this. All right, so the life area we're starting with is personal and spiritual growth. It says recognize the hard work you've put in to get where you are today. So they want you to be in this energy of gratitude. They want you to recognize that, you know, what you've experienced, you know, was for your growth, was for this like elevation even. It's like whatever you've accomplished, you should be really proud of yourself. And so there's also something here that you could be storing in some way, shape, or form. Something as it relates to maybe like shame. Maybe it has something to do with like seeing something as a burden or feeling like there's something you should feel responsible for. However, I don't feel like that's true. I feel like it's a false like illusion almost. So it's kind of like some programming here that, you know, a little bit of fun and enjoying the finer things in life might help you get over. That's what I'm getting like. It's time to have some fun. Yeah, and I feel like you're responsible for your own happiness. And if you're feeling like, you know, there's a change in direction when it comes to your career and business, I feel like, You know, you don't have to take on the burdens if you're feeling like, you know, there's a shift needed. So let's get some more info here. Honor yourself. Recognize the hard work. What will help shift this energy or help this energy in this moment regarding personal and spiritual growth? Shape the sculpture. I can't. Tongue-tied. Look at this. It's like having both perspectives, right? Having understanding like they both exist, the light and the dark, and all of the duality here, right? And how difficult it is to experience. This talks about a sculpture of self, okay? Your personal and spiritual growth and honoring yourself. So you've shaped the sculpture of yourself. You're honoring the perpetual act of forming and expressing your identity, right? So it's kind of like, instead of putting on someone else's mask, it's like, you know, you've created your own. It's like this uniqueness about you. You're doing more of honoring yourself and your uniqueness. Okay, and that's spiritual growth, right? All right, we have Grove of Unity. Bind energies in the unified sanctuary of the grove, fostering interconnected harmony among all beings. Yeah, like you might have been shamed for like things that you have been doing or were doing. I feel like there's a new chapter in life, and it has something to do with like what you do desire, which is unity, which is harmony, which is balance. And interconnectedness. So it's kind of like you're going to be with others that are like you in some way. This could be like being more in nature, getting out there more. And this also could be like binding energies, okay? So you could be gifted in that way to do that. Fostering interconnectedness. I feel like you're really tapping into the fact that like you connect with other energies, and that's part of why you're here. And you could be taking care of like, you could be dipping into like some natural wellness here. Maybe a retreat, or getting away, or traveling, or just connecting to your village, right? Whatever that is for you. Okay. Yeah, there's a need to step away. Any doubts that you have and know that you are right. There is a labyrinth of choices. Chart your course through the perplexing labyrinth of choices, embracing each turn as part of your complex journey. Interesting. Okay. Someone may feel like they're trapped. Okay. In a labyrinth even. Yeah, there's something here that like maybe others wanted to keep you trapped, but I'm getting like with this like farm of palm trees, it's like liberation, like, right? Like, okay. Yeah, I feel like there's this projected energy that I was getting, right? You've carried this burden far too long. It's not yours. It was projected. And now you're walking unscathed. You are the fortunate trap. It was laid out for you, but you were too smart to fall for it. Oh boy, that's for someone. Ooh-wee. Release that burden. Release the guilt. You're starting a new chapter. All right, the next card is pause. A much needed timeout is in order. You've worked hard and dedicated a lot of time and energy. Take a break and reflect on all your accomplishments. You deserve it. Life area, friends and family. Keep your mind open and be willing to learn from this experiences. Okay, so this is like awareness is unfolding. Answers are unfolding. Let's see. I feel like you've learned a lot. Now it's time to like relax. Yeah, look at metamorphosis, mirage. Embrace the tender transition between past forms and future possibilities as illuminated by the transformative butterfly. Yeah, so you're like in between. So this is a good time to like take a time out, relax. Okay. What about this victim mindset in the career and business area? You feel the world is against you and this will only cause you to attract more negative results. Stop the blame game and take responsibility for your happiness. Only then will abundance start to flow. Career and business. Okay. We have wise counsel and new heights. Okay, so let your connection with spirit ground you as you reach for the skies. Aww. Thanks, guys. And then we have wise counsel. Seek guidance from trusted friends or mentors to help you along. That's beautiful in your career and business. Thanks. Yeah. Okay, we have strategy and planning and gratitude for the money investment. So this talks about your actions have taken you to a new phase in your evolution. Now is the time to plan and strategize for the highest and possible outcome. All right. There's always something to be grateful for, even in the darkest of situations. Now is the time to recognize what is going well in your life that you are very thankful for. I'm thankful for all of you, and I'm thankful to be able to do this every day. I love it. It's so much fun. All right, let's see. Money and investments. Thank you. Vortex of change. Engage with the vortex of change, where energies swirl in transformative dances, molding anew. Interesting. The fall, there's going to be some changes in the wind. Go with the flow. Go where you feel called. You will get the answers you seek. Yeah. Okay. All right, next one is the life area for romance and partnerships. This one says see it through. So I'm getting like this could be something as it relates to like a partnership. Again, we're getting wise counsel over here, career and business over here. Time to plan and strategize. Okay, so there's something that they want you to finish. Okay, and they want you to, enjoy and be proud of what you've accomplished. So, yeah, I was getting like Weaver energy, dreaming and imagining, bringing your powerful vision into reality. So, right, it's like bringing, this full head. Okay, so let's get another card for that. Making your dreams a reality. So whatever you started that is unfinished, here's an opportunity to finish what you started. Okay, harbor of peace, slow climb. Find serene refuge in the peaceful embrace of a gentle harbor, allowing tranquility to still your waters. You are getting there one step at a time with a little bit of effort. Slow climb. And then I have breakthrough. Navigate life's many twists and turns with elegance and resilience. Divine flow. Let go of attachment to the outcome and let the universe bring the gifts. Aww. Yay, let's have a party. Woo-hoo! Oh, this was such a sweet message. Oh. Yeah, I was getting that like there are like the network. I'm getting like new network. Okay, so keep that in mind for whoever needs to maybe look at other ways to connect or network or expanding your network or something to that effect. New people coming in, establishing a network. Hey guys, sorry that kind of cut off at the end there. I didn't want to leave it like that, but yeah, I was getting that there's there's new things coming online, there's new networks, there's old networks that are failing. Yeah, I'm getting that represents like timelines are shifting, and you could feel very much like you're on a new timeline, or you're working towards aligning with that timeline. It kind of depends on where you are in your process, but we're always ebbing and flowing. And I feel like that's kind of like the overall message is that, you know, continue to tune in and receive your guidance. And there are multiple ways in which to do so. And I would say that like you're doing an amazing job, and it's time for you to recognize and appreciate where you are. Be grateful for where you are, and you're nailing it. Okay, give yourself some grace. Give yourself some grace. I'll see you guys on the next reading. Sending out lots of love, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.